Hello, everyone. I'm CoCo Wade, and this is Audacity of Host Revealed. The audience and I have just watched episode 1 of Motown Maurice's Docuseries, and we're going to talk about it. So today, I would love you guys to give a round of applause, a warm welcome to our guest, Edwin and Monica Randolph. So I know I got a lot out of this packed episode 1, but I'd like to ask you two as a beautiful couple, what are your reactions to it? Was Motown and Marie really a couple? Were they a great couple, do you think, in your reaction to episode 1?
I mean, seeing that, and I have a different insight than most people because I was there from the beginning. And my girlfriend, I'm about to let my wife know, but my girlfriend also at the time lived off the same street. It was Hannah Street, okay. And that's where Marie lived. And my girlfriend lived across the street. So every time we would try to do something, I would wonder why can't Marie participate? Why is it always this struggle? Why is Motown always by himself? And so, seeing that and seeing, how strict Mr. St. Louis was, it kind of gave me some insight as to, why wasn't Marie really around? Once again, why was Motown by himself?
Absolutely. And that was the question for me. So everyone had a lot to say about the outside image, right, of the relationship. But then how many people knew what was really going on, and you giving that input, the fact that you had a little bit inkling more of insight than most people, that kind of speaks volumes that you had a closer look into the lens, right, from the outside perspective, but you still didn't realize the struggle in particular. And so thank you for that feedback. I really appreciate that. Now, I also want to talk about, because we have you and Monica here, so I definitely want to take time and find out, you guys as a couple, you were not high school sweethearts, but you find that you're here now. How did that happen?
He always wanted me.
That is the answer. Go, girl.
I was actually, to be honest, I was actually very interested in him. Motown and the Pimp Society, he was actually part of it. They were always the upperclassmen. I was a freshman and they were juniors at the time. But from the moment I started high school, I was very, very interested, and I asked one of my close friends who actually went off to college to go to Florida A&M University with them as well. I was like, who's that guy right now? Because she had a brother who was older, and she was involved with a lot of the upperclassmen. She's like, oh yeah, that's Edwin. He wouldn't date anyone like you. So I'm like, okay. Because I also was, I grew up a preacher's kid, so I couldn't do a lot of things that the other, young ladies were doing at the time. It was church Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday all day. So I could certainly relate to what Marie spoke about in the video. But yeah, to kind of recap kind of our relationship and how we kind of got back together, I actually was having car trouble one day, and I was like a damsel in distress trying to make it to work. And I parked my car on the side of the road. I was like, I have to get there. I still have to get to work, The car was overheating. And I'm like, okay, I'll catch the next bus, which I worked downtown at the time as a social worker downtown.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh God, I hope no one sees me getting on this bus. The light turns red. And I see this guy pulling up in this black BMW. I'm like, oh God, please don't honk at me. Please don't say nothing to me, guys. And he screams out my first and last name. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So I turned around and I looked, and it was my knight in shining army. And we've kind of been inseparable ever since. So yeah.
Gonna say he saved the day. He's the Romeo.
He took me to work. He saved the day, but he's been saving the day ever since.
Oh, that is so awesome. So I'm just appalled the fact that you guys are living out this romantic experience together, the love in marriage, and I think that understanding that regardless of where you are, you can be a Motown and Marie,
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's the pinnacle right there.
Okay, that's the pinnacle. But I
strive to
love
be
your
that.
story. I see that the joy inside it oozes out, and this is why Audacity of Host is relatable on so many levels to so many couples, families, and individuals. And with you mentioning that you are PK too, you are a pastor's kid, and you understand her journey. And I know that maybe you didn't know behind the scenes that this struggle was happening, but you were still there for them and with them and rooting them on. And thank you guys for living out the dreams of many people. As a beautiful couple. So on that note, I want to thank you guys again for being here. For more information on Audacity of Host, be sure to visit motownmaurice.com.